Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, everyone is losing their shit right now. It's like Summon Rush is on. Everyone's going crazy. Are we going to get this fusion or not? Let's just take a step. Just take a step back. Let's take a second. I'm going to show you what I think I can do on my free-to-play. I am pulling shards right now, or in a minute anyway, on my main, okay? But on my free-to-play, I need to just take an extra moment to think. Did I win anything worth winning out of the soul chase? Probably not. But all of these things start adding up. Okay, a few gems, not bad. All of these things start adding up. Okay, we're looking at, is it possible on the free-to-play at this moment in time to get this fusion done? And bearing in mind, I did the last fusion. I rinsed my account dry. Yeah, I want to understand, like, what's possible. Because if it's not doable, then you have to take a step back and just be like, damn. Or you no longer go free to play. Like that's basically your options at this point, okay? Like, and I know that Armanz would be massive on the free to play. He's massive on any account, honestly. So he would be a good one to pick up, and I would love to pick him up. Okay, so that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm now in the hunt. But is it possible to do? I'd like to thank Watcher of Realms for sponsoring this video. So this weekend we have got a super cool summoning event. It's actually going to be Hatsuit, who's one of, if not the best, non-Lord legendary in the game. The second one is a brand new hero here called Artemis. I will put a link down below, and you can use the QR code as well. Download, get involved in Watcher of Realms. I do have a separate YouTube channel where I cover Watcher of Realms almost every single day as well. She's a marksman. She's got piercing. She's super cool. I do have her on my account, and I use her in so many areas of the game. It's absolutely mental. She looks freaking sweet as well. Like, really, really great visual on Hatsuit. But she comes in, I'll just talk you through the ult because it's so crazy. So she's dealing damage to 5 enemies, and it's AoE damage. She's basically pumping crazy damage out to anyone in range. And you can see in the little graphic here, the way she kind of just slays anyone around. Really versatile hero, and one of the best in the game. She's on the banner this weekend, and she's actually one of the rarest to pull. So to get her in a 10 times is almost like perfect timing. Don't be fooled by the gun. He's actually a healer. He's a healer who does a good amount of DPS and brings anti-healing as well. Artemis is brand new to the game, and anyone who's used him on like a test environment is basically saying he's a must pick up for your account. I will be summoning deep this weekend to try and pick up another copy of Hatsuit to get her awakened, but also to try and grab myself an Artemis. So his ult, basically what he's doing is he's doing AoE damage to up to 8 enemies at a time, whilst putting anti-heal on them, which is really important in Gear Raid 1. Yeah, whilst doing a decent amount of damage as well. And then we've got one more thing to talk about here today. The Immortal Codex is live, and we've got a new enemy who is coming real soon. Going to be coming over this weekend. And you need to be bringing your dots to take down Boreas as our new Codex enemy. By dots, I mean burns, poisons, and that type of stuff, because that is what he's going to be weak to. I will do videos showing that on my Watcher of Realms YouTube channel. But yeah, thanks again, Watcher of Realms, for sponsoring this one. Don't forget to download in the link below, and let's get back to it. So the first thing we're looking at here is, what are the summon rush points like right now? 3150. Quite high. Quite high. It's probably what we would expect, honestly, but that's still a high number, 3150. So what I'm going to do right now, this is exactly how I would play this out, is I look at my shard counts and I'm like, right, let's go to hellhades.com. We have got this fusion guide. Every single day, we update the fusion guide with where you should be spending your energy, what you need to do, any little tools we've got to help you along the way. Plus a kind of little blurb around Armanz. Don't forget, actually, this is a good topic. Don't forget, Sunday, the Void Keep opens up. Every single one of these little dudes that you've got to level up are Void Champions. Now, you might choose to get some more pots in this week. You might choose to get some more pots in next week. But it's the area that opens up the least. Yeah, so you just have to make sure you factor in, if you need to, factor in your farm. And on this page, we just talked about how many pots you would need to get that work done. So 80 greater voids, 24 superior. I've got no idea what I've got on the free to play. Probably nothing like that. So what have I got? I've got 114 of the greater ones, but only 7 of the superior ones. So I'm actually not too bad. But I still need to do some farm. If I'm going to do this fusion, that's something I have to factor in. Okay, so we go down here. We've got this summon rush calc. Just need to update this to say 3150, not 3500. But I've put in some of my shards here. So let me just make sure I put that in right. 27311. 27311. So if I pulled all of my shards this weekend, I'll actually have about half the points I need to get to the summon rush. That should say 3150. We're going to update that as soon as. So yeah, I need to find another 1500 points. Okay, 1500. And you're probably thinking, ah, man, that's just impossible. It's not possible to do. You'd probably be surprised how many mystery shards you can earn in a weekend if you are just using all of your resources to farm campaign, which I'm going to be doing a bunch. Yeah, I just got her 6-starred, which was cool. I'm going to be doing that a bunch because there's 2 reasons why. Firstly, I've got a champion training tournament on right now. I already got my fragments yesterday for the dude. Yeah, so he's done. We've got champion training going on here, which is a reasonable amount of points. And honestly, I may as well just push it towards this legendary book because at the same time, there's more going on in Dungeon Divers than when this pops up. I'll need to overload on Dungeon Divers, so I might as well do that in champion training. But outside of that, there's not really a lot more shards. So mystery shards, I maybe could get another, I reckon probably 1,000 points worth of mystery shards over a weekend if I was playing like proper actively. This is easy enough with the artifact. So then I need to look at other options. Like, do I have enough gems to create some more shard count, which I could get another 11 right now from this. Do we have things coming up like login rewards that could help me? Not really, not over the weekend. No. Do I have my kind of like quests coming up, my monthly that could help me? Unfortunately, not in time for this. It would for next weekend, but not for this weekend. So I don't have a lot of options to get the extra points. I could probably, if I really worked at it, I could probably get myself here and maybe get a sacred from this. But that's really tough. It is tough to get this bad boy down and 3-star everything along the way on Nightmare. It's tough. I think I possibly could do it. And I mean, if I was to throw that in, so suddenly it's 2 sacred. Suddenly there's 38 ancients. I'm still a good, like, what, 800 points short of where I need to be. So the other thing that I need to consider is, if it's just not on for me on the free-to-play, should I just save until this hero's path and see what that looks like? Keep doing all the other stuff, because all the other stuff is just playing the game, right? Artifact event, fine. Dungeon Divers, whatever. It's hard, but I can do it. Champion training, yeah, I can do it. I can do any of these things, right? The shard ones are generally my barrier. So if it's just not on by the end of the weekend, then I need to reassess. And that means, annoyingly, not pulling shards right now. This is the worst part about this decision, is right now, all I want to do is go, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of Udo on the account, right? I would love that. Okay, this is irrelevant, but maybe, right? So, and then tomorrow, we've got another chance. Like, so I would like to do that, but there's no point me doing it right now. I'm going to wait on the free-to-play till right to the end of the weekend, and then I make my decision, because that's when I can fully assess what's going on. I'm going to play to try and get the shards. I'm not going to spend any of my gems yet. I'm not going to do any of that stuff yet. I'm just going to play the game, get the mystery shards in, collect as many as I can from here whenever it refreshes, and then just see where I'm at. You know, there's a couple of other areas where I could get stuff. Clan Boss could get stuff. We're going to get a reset on Curse City. I don't think I get shards from there, though, really. Where else could I get some? Maybe I could push some Faction Wars over the weekend. What am I on at the moment? 258. So am I closing in on shards? Maybe I could get to this Void Shard over the weekend if I really pushed. There's a bunch of stuff I could try to just earn a few extra shards. But honestly, it's few and far between. You know, things like Bazaar, this will come back in time. There's little things that I can do. But it's a bit of a pipe dream at this stage. So almost forget about it. Play the game. Do all the other stuff. Do the campaign till I'm getting my mystery shards in. And then I think Sunday, late Sunday, I then make the call as to whether or not I want to try anything on this summon rush or whether I just hold completely for later on. So that's where I'm at. Let's go on to the main and actually pull some shards. Before we get into shard pulling and stuff, there is a new promo code. Raid MMO RPG 2024. You would have got this straight away, by the way, if you're on my Discord. Okay, on my Discord, we pump them out as soon as we can. I was already late for me and I was off to play some pool. So I couldn't put it out there on a video, but bam. Everyone could get it. Some energy, which is going to help you through this fusion, some brews and stuff. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst promo code we've seen recently. So I've got to say on the main, I mean, I haven't spent like this for a while. You know, sometimes people say, you're the reason they don't change, blah, blah. Today, I'm the reason. Today, I agree. It's the packs have actually been really tempting from a raid point of view. So I have splurged on the main account more than I've done in a while. That being said, so I've got a couple of choices here on the main for this particular event. I could either try and get a +2 Duchess, which adds some value. I'll show you the value in a minute. Or I could try and get a +1 on my Ancora. Now, the reason why Ancora is coming up in my head is because I am now using her in my arena comp. Yeah, my main arena comp where I've got the White King now in fully blessed, which is honestly massive. And I'm going to do an updated build and showcase of this team, or teams anyway, soon. Ancora I've also got as... It is Ancora, is it? Yeah. I've also got as 4-star blessing. And because she's going to be in that main squad, +1 is okay, but +2 is really good. So, you know, when you've got this kind of like... For me, as a late game player, that's the type of decisions I'm making. So if I show you what happens, let's just grab someone that I could empower to +2. So if I'm +1 in someone like my Ancora, I would get more stats, more HP, more defense, more accuracy and resistance. It's kind of like okay, but the +2, you then start to get, again, more stats, which is great, but you also get the speed boost. So if I go for Duchess, I could get that speed boost, and that's actually pretty big. Or if I go for Ancora, I could start working my way towards the speed boost. If I was to start to compete in Plat again, Live Arena again, both champions, honestly, would be big. So I think for this one, we're going to throw in... I think I'm still going to go Duchess. She's so good. Or am I? So I'm thinking Live Arena. If you try and pick these two together, the White King and Queen, surely in Live Arena, someone just bans one of them out. Not that I play a lot of Live Arena right now, but I might try to get back into it. But yeah, I'm sure it's very hard to get your duos in a Live Arena comp. Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. Actually, no, I'm going to go with her. Go with her. So we're pulling until we hit gold. That's the plan. Sorry if you've waited like 10 minutes or something to see me actually pull shards. I do like to explain the free-to-play stuff as we're going as well. And it's an exciting week. I feel like the buzz level's up, which is cool. I haven't had this for a little while. There's Ugo. Don't really need her on the main. I've got plenty of copies already. Not really epics that I need on the main. That's the thing. The hyper pulling shards drops a bit. With the exception, I'd say, of voids, because voids are... I've still got plenty of voids that I don't have and that I would like. And I don't really have any mythical champions. I've got one. So, maybe primals. I'm guessing this is my double gold for the big pause there. Another Ugo. It works. The enhanced rates work. Not that we need it here. Come on. Don't make me pull too many for this. But I'm feeling like I'm going for double gold today, and I'm going to go for double gold tomorrow. It's just going to be one of those weekends. I'm going to be pulling with Sacreds tomorrow. You never know. Maybe I could try and get... If this comes off with Ancora, I could try and get Ancora +2 tomorrow, which would be nuts. Toragi, great epic. That would be a massive, massive champion to get on the free-to-play. It's going down. Come on. The drinker. Okay, double gold is in. And we got... Whoa, that's nice. Sakia. New for me. It's actually big. Actually big. Brackus, not so much. Don't use him. He's an okay champion. I guess earlier you get him, the better, really. Like, cool for Arena, and cool for Fire Knight, but don't really use mine. But Sakia is one I've been missing and is actually very strong. Really, really strong. Basically, she is bringing HP burn against all enemies. And if she places it everywhere, she gets another turn. And then she's got decreased defense and weaken and a chance to instantly pop all burns. So that's actually a massive gap for me. This is really cool. So I didn't get my +1 or whatever. That's fine. And there is I did a video yesterday talking about this. The progressive chance does pop here. So even though I didn't pull Ancora first, this would have been a ×20 chance. It didn't come off, but it would have been. But there you go, guys. Good luck if you're pulling shards. Make sure you think about it first. And I will be back in with some sacred shards, I guess, tomorrow to get the rest of this done on the main whilst holding off on the free-to-play. Anyway, have yourself a great day. I'll see you soon.